Good morning. I'm Dr. Jimenez, the proud principal of Newman Smith High School, where our mission is to graduate all scholars to be college, career, or military ready without remediation. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now join me for our pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee. Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. And now for our moment of silence. Good morning, Newman Smith. I'm Dr. Jimenez, the proud principal of Newman Smith High School, where our mission is to graduate all scholars to be college, career, or military ready without remediation. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's really Monday, but remember we have a new time travel component for the news. Well, our SAT word of the day is austere. It's an adjective. It means extremely plain or stern and forbidding or relating to self denial. So here's a sample sentence using one of those definitions. He lived in a small, austere cabin in the middle of the woods. Or, my boss had an austere expression on her face. Or finally, an austere lifestyle like that of monks isn't for everybody. Austere, Austere, that is our SAT word of the day. All right, big events this week, scholars. Tonight, our first swim meet, volleyball versus WT White in the big gym. Hip hop class, 4 o'clock, SW211, tennis versus Thomas Jefferson, and volleyball senior night. That is the biggest piece for tonight. Our seniors that are in volleyball who have been in that organization over the years, we will celebrate those seniors tonight in our big gym. I will see you there. Game starts 7:30. And don't forget, we are still in the midst of Banned Book Week for our library. If you want any information on Banned Book Week, go see Miss Rivas or Miss Mills. Well, today's special guest, super important Trojans. We know that you all love our new area of our building. You're eating lunch there, cleaning up after yourselves, looks amazing. Well, we have two, I guess you could call us both high school principals on the campus. Our construction company that we're working with right out of Coppell, Texas is called North Star. Our Newman Smith community said, we believe Newman Smith needs an update. And they said, we're going to pass a bond for about $30 million to improve Newman Smith. And some of those improvements you're seeing right now. As a matter of fact, some of you scholars were on the planning of those improvements. And so I'm putting on my hard hat to honor our other principal on campus. He really, not really a principal, but I'll let him tell you about himself. His name is Paul Rouse, and he's here. He is over all of our construction here at Newman Smith, and he works for North Star out of Coppell. So we're going to invite Paul over, and I'm going to interview him so you all can know more about the construction that's happening in our building.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name's Paul. Thank you for the great introduction. We appreciate it. We've been here basically since the beginning of the summer, and we were up on the roof all summer long. We replaced the entire roof on the campus, all new air conditioning units, so that will help keep us dry and warm coming in the next few months. In our areas that we've already turned over to you, do some new classroom areas and laboratory areas, exciting and kind of making the flow of the building better. I don't know if y'all have noticed, instead of hitting weird staircases and walking around, and that'll help. And then the next phase, what we're doing right now, that you'll see that wall at the end of the corridor, that will open up and continue that innovation alley all the way out to the back of the building. So that's kind of where we are right now.
Awesome. Paul, I get a lot of email from our scholars, and some of them have been very positive, like they like the new areas where they can sit and eat and kind of have this community feeling about these new areas. But some of our scholars have emailed, there's a lot of noise in the back of the building. Yes. What is that about?
There is a lot of noise, and we appreciate you working with us, and we apologize if it gets in the way. Basically, that back area of the building, which was part of like the shop area, that's gone away, and we're actually having to demolish part of the roof and the steel and concrete, and we're chipping everything down, and we're going all the way back down to the dirt to rebuild it. So sometimes to get good things, we have to make noise. That's just kind of the nature of our business. We're trying to be as least disruptive as possible. Our day starts here about 5 o'clock in the morning. Our guys are working by 6. We work on the weekends. We work on the holidays. When y'all have school days that y'all aren't here, we're in the halls working to try to minimize that disturbance. But we sure are excited to be able to give you a great new facility, and we're happy to work with the district. And y'all have been great.
So some of the upgrades coming up, Paul, we can't see anything that's going on in the back. I know that you guys have that walled off. That's probably for our safety, right?
Absolutely. So, unfortunately, we would be great if we could take tours through and everybody could see exactly what we're doing. But we do, the safety vest and the hard hat. There's for a reason. It is dangerous. There's open holes. There's things that can bricks dropping and everything else, and we do have to maintain that separation just for everybody's safety. It is a dangerous thing. That's what we do. But that's part of building and construction trades.
Awesome. Well, my last question for you, Paul, is we know that there's going to be some work done in the theater, and that's why some of our shows have been moved to
Yes.
another spot. But my main question is about our library. So coming up in March, like that's really going to be the heart of our school and the new plans that are all put in place. What should we expect come March 1st when we've emptied out our library and you guys start working with us here in the building? Will you
Yeah.
wall it up, or what will that be like?
Absolutely. So yeah, the library is kind of like the last piece that we'll work through starting in March and go through this summer. So by next year, when you come back, we'll be out of your hair and gone, and everything will look great. But yes, we'll end up walling off and putting up some probably kind of like plastic curtain kind of things to kind of close that area in. But yeah, it is the heart of the building. We'll be accessing that throughout the day. We will be causing some noise and disturbance, but in the end, you're going to have a wonderful facility. And that's right when you're going to come in, all that floor changes and that grand library area is all refreshed and reworked, and it'll be worth the disturbance. So we really appreciate y'all working with us, and thank you so much for all y'all do, and have a great day.
Well, Paul, before you go, we're going to honor you with a principal's coin and North Star Construction because we are so pleased to partner with you and for all you're doing for your loyalty to Newman Smith.
Well,
So
thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.
All right. Well, scholars, we love you. We think you're great. Remember, character counts, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.